Hi, everybody. Really great to have you all here with us. And it's a pleasure to have a chance to kick off what I think is going to be an absolutely fantastic session that we have planned today. My name's Dave Fredrickson. I'm the Executive Vice President of AstraZeneca's Oncology Business Unit. And what that really means is that I've got both the privilege and the responsibility for working together with my colleagues within research and development to make sure that the medicines and the therapies that we are developing in our clinical trials and our pipelines have the opportunity to make it to patients across the globe in the real world. And as we think about where we are moving within the cancer space, and as we think about what we're trying to accomplish, we are more and more now talking about the goal being cure. And the ambition that we have is to deliver cure for cancer in the many forms in which it presents itself. And at one point, perhaps that was a goal that might be thought of as audacious or indeed even science fiction. I do think that we find ourselves, though, at a point in time where it feels that at least for some cancer types, if not many cancer types, that may well be within reach. But cure is a complicated word. And I think that within that context, we know that there's not only scientific complexities, but emotional complexities. And there's statistics and also a patient that is behind each one of those particular statistics that we have. And so it's with that intent and purpose and spirit that we convene to get today to ask the question, are we ready to talk about cure in cancer? I'm incredibly pleased to be joined by my colleague, Kristen Massachesi, who heads up late stage research and development at AstraZeneca Oncology. And also we're putting on this session in collaboration with the cancer support community. And I'll get a chance at the end to introduce Elizabeth, who you can see more specifically, Elizabeth Franklin, who's the president of the cancer support community. Cure is our North Star. Today at AstraZeneca and indeed across the oncology community, there are hundreds of trials aiming to try to improve outcomes dramatically for patients. There are thousands of patients that are receiving medicine in the real world. And while each of those studies we tend to analyze in terms of statistics and medians and means, every individual patient within those trials, every individual patient receiving the medicine in the real world is hoping that this will translate to cure. And I think we have reason for hope. We've made so much progress in the early stages. We see progress in technologies to be able to have early detection, early identification, progress in the science, progress in the delivery, but there's so much that needs to be done. We need to advance science more. We need more screening. We need to ensure that equitable or equity in the delivery of those outcomes is also something that we focus in on. And it's for that reason that collaboration is so essential and conversations like this are so key. We're on the cusp of ASCO, which in 1 week's time will have an opportunity for us to learn about some of the latest and most important advances in the oncology space. And I think that it is within that context of on the eve of the latest practice-changing data that it's perfect that we're having this conversation. So as I mentioned, I'm joined by Elizabeth Franklin, who's the president of the cancer support community, along with a group of other very, very wonderful and impressive experts who are going to be part of the program. Elizabeth spent 2 decades advocating for and working directly with people impacted by cancer. Elizabeth, it is really a pleasure to work together with you and the cancer support community on this event. And I turn it to you for the next words.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dave. I really appreciate it. I want to thank AstraZeneca for inviting the cancer support community to collaborate on this event. We are thrilled to be here to talk about the concept of cure, but I want to explain a little bit more about the cancer support community and why we're interested in this topic. So CSC, or the Cancer Support Community, is the largest professionally led network of cancer support worldwide. We have 175 locations across the country where in a pre-pandemic time, patients walk through doors and receive services. So they talk to social workers, they go to support groups, nutrition, cooking classes, yoga, education, networking. It's really the home away from home for people impacted by cancer, or the home away from the hospital, the home away from the clinic, where they can go. And we often hear from patients that it's like a weight lifts off their shoulders when they come into a CSC. These days, we're providing all of our services via Zoom, but we have found really innovative ways to reach out to patients and connect with them. So we provide our services in three main ways. Beginning in 1972, when the cancer support community, then the wellness community, and we've merged with the organization Gilda's Club since then, we started providing those direct services. So we have more than 500,000 visits from people impacted by cancer every year. We provide $50 million in free services, all of those things that I listed before. And so we're just thrilled to be able to learn from patients, to support patients, to really come to where they are and have them come to cancer support communities to ensure that no one faces cancer alone. And we truly believe that community is stronger than cancer. For those patients who can't come in person, we also have a helpline. They can dial, talk to a social worker, talk to a licensed professional, a resource navigator. We connect them with any resource or service that they could possibly need. And as you can imagine, over the last year, this has been more important than ever before. Our call volume has gone through the roof. We've expanded to 7 days a week. We're helping with financial navigation, really anything that someone impacted by cancer might need. Social and emotional support services, you name it, we can provide those services or connect patients and people impacted by cancer with someone who can. We also screen for distress. We find out if people are dealing with depression, anxiety, all those things that come along with a cancer diagnosis. And we have an online platform called My Lifeline, where patients can go onto this website and share their story, ask for help, have people sign up on a helping calendar, and really connect to others digitally, which over the last year we figured out is more important than ever. So however patients want to receive services, we're there for them, whether it's in person one day, over the phone or online, we provide a host of services for them. We also conduct leading edge research, and we advocate for patients' needs in Capitol Hill, state legislatures, wherever decisions are being made to make sure that patients have access to the services and resources that they need. So today we're talking about cure. Cancer has come further than it's ever been before. The funding, the urgency that we've seen produce tangible gains in oncology, but cure means different things to different people. So that's what we're here today to discuss.